Hi, my name is Miriam. I'm the founder of Miriam Speaks, and I develop my Limitless coaching program to help women achieve their goals and enhance their confidence. And I wanted to stop by today and just to share a little bit more about me and to share some of my experiences and things that have really helped me enhance my program, enhance my business, and my real estate business now. So I actually went through a very challenging times in 2019 where I faced postpartum depression and I faced so many challenges with my mindset and facing just being depressed. And there were some times that I didn't want to get out of bed. There was days that I didn't want to shower. Many days that I felt ashamed for going through my depression, that I felt like I just didn't want to live. And when the doctor told me that I had to be on medication, it was the only way out. I decided to really do the work, what I call the work, and really look within myself, and see what is it that I needed to help me because I didn't want to be on medication. So I started waking up very early in the mornings, and I pushed myself to go to the gym. I started working out. I started really focusing on mindset strategies whenever I thought something negative about me, my family, my life. I shifted my thoughts. So if I thought something negative, I would catch my thoughts and really shift them to positivity. I started listening to motivational speakers, and I started doing things that really helped me become a better person, a better mother. So before I knew it, I started feeling so much better. I really started going to the gym and I was motivated, losing weight and doing so many things. But I realized that what really changed for me was my mindset. I started believing in myself. And that's when I started hiring coaches, attending seminars, and really focus on my personal development. And that's how my Limitless program came about. So different things come up for us as women, as mothers, for men and for so many people. But it's so important to stay positive. And even when we feel negative or where things come up and we feel sad, to really shift that, right, as soon as we can. So not to dwell on it. I have sad moments all the time. But once I'm able to recover, right, the recovery is so much faster. I used to get sad for days. Now when things come up, I'm able to work them out, right? I think about what am I learning from this experience? And I always teach my clients that whenever you have a challenging moment, think about it. What are you learning from that experience? Maybe initially it might be too hard to think about it because we're so overwhelmed with the emotions, the feelings, or just the problem itself. But once things calm down, really think about what are you learning from this and how can it enhance or become better in the future. So I wanted to share one thought that I had today, which is my message for today. And I'm super grateful that I was invited to share these thoughts with you. One of the things that I've been thinking about as I'm going through my real estate journey, and I just became a licensed real estate agent, and I'll share my journey with you, is just because you have less experience doesn't mean you're worth less. So again, just because you have less experience than others doesn't mean you're worth less. In the past, when I started my real estate journey, I saw that there were so many men that were working in real estate, and I really started as an investor, wholesaling. And I remember one time that I walked into a meeting, a training for wholesalers. I walked in, and first of all, there were all men, there was no women. And I was new at it. I didn't really have the experience. I hadn't had any deals yet, so I didn't really know, but I wanted to learn and I was eager, and I wanted to make money to make sure that I provided for my children. So I remember as I walked in, there were so many men and I kind of freaked out. Like, I don't know how I looked, but I know inside of me I was freaking out because there were so many men in that room, and I was the only woman. So initially when I walked in, I wanted to leave. I don't know if you've ever been to a room or been in a place where you're like, okay, this is super uncomfortable. I just want to leave. So that's how I felt. But again, with my mindset and shifting my thoughts, I said, no, this is what I want. I have to stay in here, even if they're men and I'm feeling uncomfortable because they all seem to have experience. I had to stay there and really believe in myself. So as I sat there, I remember feeling super anxious and not wanting to say anything because I didn't have the experience. And I started listening and paying attention to what they were saying and taking down notes because, again, these men had a lot of experience. So in that moment, I realized that it doesn't really matter my lack of experience, right? It matters what I'm willing to do with it. And I was willing to educate myself and sit there and pay attention and learn from these people that have been doing it already. So I learned that just because I lack the experience, it doesn't mean I'm worth less than they are. It just means that I lack the experience, right? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now, but if you go to a place when you start your business, when you start your career, whether it's in real estate, whether it's in coaching for me, whether it's at the courthouse where I work, when you go to an experience and it's something new, it just means it's something new. It doesn't mean that you are not able to gain more knowledge. It doesn't mean that you're not worthy. It just means that it's a new experience. So now that I've been able to learn that, and that's what I teach my clients, is that when you go to a new place, when you're starting to create something new, looking for a new business, a new job, a new relationship, things come up and they're new. And for me, what I like to do and what I encourage you to do is remind yourself, this is new for me. I'll gain more experience as I go. It doesn't mean that I'm worth less than the people that are already working there. It just means that I lack the experience. And for you to really find what it is and start educating yourself. For example, for me in the real estate world, if I know that I don't know something and I see people that have so much knowledge and experience, I'll ask questions. I'll educate myself. I use YouTube. I use different resources. I read books. So think about it, and I encourage you to really look and see if you're facing the situation or have faced it before. Don't ever think that you're worth less. We are completely worthy, and I want you to remember that all the time. You are worthy. You are valuable. And a lot of the times we don't have people telling us that. So we have to remind ourselves all the time. I teach my clients all the time to be their biggest cheerleader, because some of us don't have that at home. Some of us are pushing through every day, working so hard, and we don't have someone that's telling us, hey, you're doing great. So you have to tell yourself that every day. I tell myself that every day, and I remind myself that I'm doing great. So I just wanted to stop by to let you know that you are doing great. And you have to remind yourself every day, and just because you don't have the experience yet in whatever area that it is, it doesn't mean that you're worth less. It only means that you have to gain more experience. I am very happy for all of you. I am super happy that I was invited to the space. Feel free to reach out if you ever need anything. I'm wishing you all so much love and success. And again, it's an honor to be here with you today. So I appreciate you all. Feel free to reach out, and I'm here for you. Take care. Bye.